Hey everybody, this is Charlie Musselwhite, and you're listening to Athena After Dark. I ain't lying. Thank you, baby.
Hey everybody, welcome to Athena After Dark. I'm so glad to see you all here. I hope everybody had a great week. Um, you know, Times can be challenging. You just have to do the best you can and move through the world. Okay, well, we have a great show tonight, great guests, times two. Um, I'm so excited. You guys know I love the guests. So we got some stuff to get to, and we're gonna kickstart this baby and get it rolling. Okay, so um, having a hard time with recordings and announcements. However, I did manage to get the video up first that I made. I'm so proud of myself. I made that little video intro, except for the audio didn't work. But I'll practice that this week. And then my son Axel and I are working on the product review videos right now. So once I can make that little intro work, we'll be good to go, and we'll have them up here. We have great products. We have Clockworks. We have LaPera, S&S, EMC shocks. So you guys need to stay tuned for all of it. It's very good. We have exciting news coming up in the next few weeks that I think you'll all be interested in. Okay, so start out. You guys know I love my fan 5 good things, right? So let's do it. Okay. All right. So Gina R. from Sarasota, Florida, passing my rider training course. Thanks for the pep talk and the gift card. All right, Miss Gina, it was nice to meet you, and I'm so glad that you passed. I look forward to riding with you on the road soon enough. Janice W., Portland, Oregon, riding the Alcan from Fairbanks to Dawson's Creek, Canada. Scary, but trip of a lifetime. I made that trip. It's one of the most amazing trips you will ever have. You are so right. And hopefully, maybe you could reach out and we can have you on the show and talk about it. I would really enjoy that. Shannon, Tupelo, Mississippi, meeting you and your crazy biker friends in Clarksdale. This was a young lady that I met at the Walmart. She was awesome. And there was a nice group of us. So she decided to come over where we were staying, and she met the rest of everybody. It was really cool. Okay, Phil, Naples, Florida. My new to me old 1972 Shovelhead with sidecar. Oh, what a dream ride that is. Fantastic. I have a friend, Roadside Marty, has one of those. He rides his dad around everywhere. Well, wait, his dad has one of those, and Marty rides him around in it all the time at all the rallies. So that's cool. All right. Danny W., Charlotte, North Carolina. The smokeout is only 2 months away. Looking forward to seeing you there again, Athena. That is so awesome, Danny. I look forward to seeing you there. It's on my list of wonderful things to do. I'm super excited. Let's see. I'm pushing my buttons today, but I don't necessarily know that they're working. Hey, there we are. Hot Mess Express here. I went to put makeup on because my guests are gorgeous women who I admire and respect and look up to. And it's 99 degrees here at 10 o'clock, and the makeup was all melted. So forgive the hot mess. It's humid. I look like a cotton ball. I'm loving it. This is the natural me with a little bit of makeup on. You never know what you're going to get, especially on a Monday, right? I tell everybody I'm a goddess, except on Mondays. So, all right. Again, well, I guess we have, let's see what we got here next. We have Ask Athena. Wait, let's go here. Okay, everybody knows I love my BikerNet. All right, make sure you want news, bikernet.com, motorcycle magazine, global coverage on everything owned by bikers, choppers, performance parts, technology, rider gear, racing and adventures, events, and the fight to ride free. Bandit is one of the freedom fighters, along with Rogue and Tony Pan, and it's fantastic. All right, also Grease and Gears. I tell everybody, got to check it out. It's like the Netflix of motorcycle content. It is Grease, the letter N, gearstv.com. If you want to see what a rally looks like or an event, racing, anything like that, if you want to see if they were there and filmed you, check it out. Subscription's not expensive, and there's so much motorcycle content. It's addictive. I have a hard time with it. It's like almost a drug for me. Okay. So then, and I'm scrolling. I'm doing pretty good at scrolling. All right. So I wanted to shout out to Miss Gina Woods, our condolences, the passing of John Smallwood, and he will be missed by a lot of people as a racer, a father, a spouse, just so much. And it's a great loss to the world. A lot of people have had some great losses this week, and I hope that Godspeed to all of them. Um, my heart goes out. I always do my best to make a little comment when I see that on Facebook. And I haven't been on Facebook a lot. I've been doing as much as I can. Hey, Rob, I see you out there. That's awesome. And I see you guys messaging, and I appreciate that. Okay, so that was the fan 5 good things. So we're going to go ahead to upcoming events. I only have 3 for you. And that's because, well, I got to put up the new schedule for the fall and the winter. Okay, Harley Davidson Homecoming next weekend. Oh my goodness, am I heartbroken? I have to miss this. They're going to be celebrating Willie G. What an incredible family. What an incredible family man. Iconic in our industry. His family and the groundwork and everything that they brought to us makes us who we are today. I'm grateful. All right, and then July 31st through August 3rd, the Athena Ride for Women. That is in Ohio, and it's supposed to be some of the best riding you'll ever do. It's a ladies only event, so ladies, if you're on your way to Sturgis, check it out. Go to the website, athenarideforwomen.com. And then we got it right there. Sturgis, 84th, 2024 motorcycle rally. I'll tell you what, it's going to be a big one, and so many people are going. I'm going to miss you all. I'm there in spirit with you, though, because this year I have so much stuff. The beginning of the year was pretty crazy. I have a lot of catch up I'm still doing, and there's been some major chaos going on. The universe has just been like throwing them at me, and some of them I catch, and I throw back. Some of them I just go, no, I'm not taking that. So I let it wing by, whether it's a strike or foul ball, it doesn't matter. So keep moving on. It's all good. And the full moon in Capricorn, Neptune, 29 degrees. For any of you that are into astronomy, astrology, all that good stuff, you definitely know what I'm talking about. You feel it out there. Okay, so Ask Athena. Here we go. So this says, hello, Athena. I really enjoyed watching your show. You're positive and upbeat, and I can appreciate that in today's day and age. I can see some episodes lately where you look like you have the weight of the world on your shoulders and still seem to exude goodness and positivity. How in the hell do you manage to do that weekly? And are you okay? No need to answer the latter. Just wanted you to know you are an amazing source of love, light, and fun. Keep it up. We enjoy you. Wow. Okay. I don't know if I can put the camera on. It's going to make me cry. Oh, my goodness. That's kind of crazy. Well, let me tell you, I enjoy being a positive person. Sometimes you never know what anyone's going through, and the weight of the world is on everyone's shoulders all the time. I think that it's best to be positive because the alternative is to be negative and not have a good time. It's always an adventure. Life is an adventure. And what you have to do is just keep moving through the adventures and, do the best you can. I'm always positive because I have a lot of wonderful things and people and opportunities in my life. So I'm grateful for those. Miss Laura Clock, I see you. Thank you. My hair. She's loving my hair. This is it when I haven't brushed it, none of it, and it's kind of off to the side. I got rained on twice while I was pedaling my bicycle. Anyways, I think that in this world, there's so much divisiveness that we all need to understand that we're all human. We're all going through something. And it's best to be kind because you don't know what the next person's going through. But if I can do something to uplift those around me, spread my rays of sunshine, more than anybody knows, this makes me feel good. I do this because I enjoy the guests. I enjoy the viewers who write in, watch during the week, so much stuff. It makes me feel good inside, and I'm happy that I get to bring some of that love and light and joy to everyone else because that's all we have. We have very little time on this earth. And the older we get, you can become miserable and live in misery, maybe even have some company, you know what I mean? But me, I prefer to have just the best time humanly possible, no matter what kind of shit I'm in the middle of. And I'm so glad that you enjoy the show. And I'm really glad that you wrote in. And yes, life is stressful sometimes. I had a car accident. I don't have a car, looking for a car, trying to get a car. Oh my goodness, all the things. And my motorcycle's there that run, but I tore something in my shoulder. So it's just frustrating, but I appreciate that you see that. And I'm going to do my best to make sure that I just leave the weight of the world outside the door before I come in here. But I do love you all for watching, and I thank you for that. Miss Holly, I see you. I'm glad you're here live tonight. All right. So again, I have great guests. We're going to do the next thing. So we did the Ask Athena. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to check out our friends that we would like for you to support, because they are part of why we can do what we do in this industry, and they support us every chance they get. All right. So let's see our friends. I'm getting better at this. The little buttons. This program's new. It's got some new stuff, so it's pretty neat. Okay, so we have Viking Bags, Techno Research, Cycle Source Magazine, Paco, S&S, Chicago Motorcycle Supply, Willie's Tropical Tattoo, Chopper Time shows coming up for Biketoberfest. I'll have that listed next week. BikerNet, Bandit, Best Place for News, Biker Lives Matter, Freedom Fighter, Rogue. You got to check that one out. Biker Bells, that's coming up in Sturgis. Ladies, if you're going to be in Sturgis, do the Biker Bells event. And if you miss Sturgis, come and see me in Daytona, because I'll be there for that. I'm so bummed I'm missing Sturgis this year. Miss Maggie's South Country Inn is the best bed and breakfast in Daytona. And it's like walking distance from the Chart House, which is some of the best steak and seafood ever. Okay. Open Road Radio. Miss Gina Wood, she's on an hour before us. You can find her at openroadradio.com. Find her Facebook page. Again, our condolences to her and her family. And she's in our heart, thoughts, and prayers. Baker Drivetrain. Man, once that stock stuff takes a crap, you got to replace it with the real deal, American made. So support Baker Drivetrain. Twisted Tea. All right, Teddy Morse, Harley Davidson. We're going to have Teddy Morse on the show here soon. I'm excited about that. Tobacco Road, Harley Davidson, our friends Mark. Miss Ashley, Shiny Side Paint. She's going to be here next week. Palm Beach, Harley Davidson, our friends up there. We have a whole crew, Miss Karen, Chris, Nugget, and then Miss Laura Clock, Farm Life Creamery. So any chance you get, please do your best to be supportive of those folks, because, if we all lift each other up, and we'll talk about more of that tonight's show. Okay, you guys know I get all excited about the guests. That's my thing. That's my, because we have so much fun. And these ladies tonight, let me just tell you, you talk about make me smile in the best kind of way. And if there's a good kind of crazy, they exude that. And I aspire to be the same good kind of crazy. I do my best always to be myself. And they're authentic, genuine. We're going to go through the pictures like we do every show. So, okay. Here we go. Let me make this work. Alrighty then. Okay, so they do a little Facebook page. It's called Marsha and Louise. If you haven't seen it, you definitely need to check it out. Okay, so Miss Dawn and Miss Nikki. So some of you may know Dawn. She has Abbie Smith on Facebook. She has Abbie's Art Fire Studio. She's an incredible artist. Miss Nikki was a rock and roll singer and also worked in child development. So incredible women, just incredible riders, passenger. Miss Dawn's been riding her whole adult life, and Miss Nikki, well, she's ridden on the back, and we'll talk about all that. But I love to share incredible people on this show. Look at the two of them. And they're besties, you know what I mean? They're always having fun. There's gorgeous women. Okay, there they are with their hamster friends and, always stirring up a little ruckus. I love it because, this show is all about mayhem. Motorcycles, mayhem, and more. These two are definitely that, and I love it. And I look up to them so much, especially Miss Dawn and I have a really good relationship, and Miss Nikki and I are going to. Look at them sitting in that chair. How gorgeous they are, right? All right. And look, Miss Dawn, she makes her way. She's got some of the most influential men in her life that she's friends with. Like her counterpart is Sir Donnie Smith, Anyways, I get all giddy. She knows it too. And then there she is with Willie G, who's being celebrated this year at Harley Davidson's 121st. So, and then Billy Lane, he's a good friend of all of ours. All right. There she is riding her motorcycle, one of her motorcycles, and dressed up as Barbie. So they do this little thing on Facebook, and they use filters and stuff because Marsha and Louise are supposed to be around their 39-ish age. Look, there they are with Donnie. Donnie Smith. Man, I tell you what, that is a nice photo. I just love that. Look at Miss Dawn's smile. She's just so beautiful too. Miss Nikki also. And Donnie, well, he's hot still. He was hot when I was a kid. He's still hot. So you guys will have to tell you how we met. Okay, there she is again. This is a great photo over here on this side of Miss Ashley, Miss Kelly, myself, and Miss Dawn. We were invited in December or November for a party. It was one of the best times of my life. It really was. There she is. She's been doing it a while. It's awesome. Miss Dawn, she's rocking it. She's got good taste in motorcycles too. She got pretty good taste. There she is riding with Donnie. There they are in the early days. Love it. They've been hanging around together a lot for a long time. All right, there she is collecting another trophy because her motorcycle's winning. There's her puppy dog. I love it. How fantastic. Now, Miss Nikki, there's some of her rock and roll days. Another gorgeous woman. And she's out there belting them out. That's her on stage. She's retired now, but she was a rock and roll singer for a while. There they are out having fun. She's got her on the back. I love it. Pictures are fantastic. Now, this is Miss Dawn's Abbie Art Fire Studio. This is her. It's crazy, the process. We'll let her talk about the process of the art that she does. But there's fire involved in it. It's pretty cool. And there's her and Donnie at the Donnie Smith Bike Show. If you've never been, you got to go. It's on my list. I'm not missing it this time. I think I'm booking my room when we're done here. And the airfare. All right, look at all her art. It's gorgeous. All right. And then, so on Facebook, it's at Marsha and Louise. There they are, dressed up as rock stars, Axl Rose and Slash. See, they have the best sense of humor. And then Miss Abbie Smith, Facebook, Abbie Art Fire. Go there. Check out her artwork. You can buy it. Miss Nikki Nelson, that's her Facebook page. You want to check her out and see what she's doing up to. All right. And now the best part is we get to bring them in. So, okay. Ready? I'm so excited. Here we go.
Hey, we're ready.
We're ready.
Well, hello, friends. Hello, Athena.
Hello.
It's Marsha and
You.
Louise.
I'm Marsha.
And I'm Louise.
Thank you so much for being here. I love you two so much. I am so excited that you agreed to be on the show.
No, we usually have filters because Marsha and Louise are like 39 and we're obviously not. And but we had to do that because they were pretty immature.
Marsha and Louise are a little bit immature. We're like,
right.
And I love it. And they're in touch with their inner child for sure.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's what we are.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. And the wild child side.
Oh, thank you, Athena, for having us. This is really cool. We're really happy to be here, and we're really
thrilled to be here with you.
Yes.
You know how
I'm so excited.
You know how much I love you. You were like the best. You were the best.
I love and adore you.
That we were talking about is that your want to promote women and promote women in this industry and in life in general, and we really appreciate it.
Appreciate lots.
And when you grow up and I wanted to be an astronaut when I was a kid, when I was really little, and I was told that women weren't astronauts because there wasn't a woman astronaut yet. So it was a little disheartening. I was always the tomboy, whatever. But so now I realize, like, I raised my daughter, and I hope that other women raise their kids to know that anything's possible. Gender doesn't matter. It's your passion inside. That's what really matters.
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So, yeah. But the thing is, we have to promote other women. Mm-hmm. We have to promote our women. We can't have the competitiveness. We can't have that anymore. That's done.
Yeah.
It's done. It's our job to lift each other up, not tear each other down.
Absolutely.
With the meanness and the gossip and the nonsense it's unnecessary.
No. And that's what we've tried to do with Marsha and Louise is just we joke about things, but the bottom line is that we're celebrating our friendship. We're celebrating, it's just so wonderful to hang out with your best friend and then just be weird.
Right.
Well, and that we are.
We are weird, but we
Yes.
love it.
Yeah.
And I want to tell you the story about how I met her.
Okay.
So I was with my my partner at the time who had a bike, and so I hadn't really been a part of the. Okay, that's normal. That's normal.
I love it.
Okay. But anyways, so I was with my partner at the time, and we were on a bike ride, and we were in a little town in Wisconsin, and I decided that I recently had found out that Donnie Smith was my next door neighbor. I did not know it. I had no idea that he was my next door neighbor until I saw there was an article about him in the Minneapolis Star Tribune. Holy shit, he's my next door neighbor. So, we went to this little tiny town, and I saw his bike because I recognized it because I've been like trolling. and I found him, and so I'm like, oh, Donnie Smith's here. And there was a hamster guy, which I've found out later, that was the yellow guys are the important guys. So he said, I said, Donnie Smith's my neighbor. And he goes, well, you want me to introduce you to him? And I'm like, sure. So he brought me into the bar, and he brought me up to Donnie. And I said, hi, Donnie, I'm your next door neighbor. And he's like, not a very friendly neighbor, are you?
For how many years?
We'd lived next door for probably 25 years. Anyway,
right.
So then immediately though, he goes to me, you got to meet my woman. You got to meet my woman. So he brings me over to Dawn, and I looked at her, and she looked at me, and I said, I'm your neighbor. She goes, you are? And I said, yes. And she goes, do you like wine? I said, yes. Yes. And that was a Saturday. Tuesday, she came over to my house. We spent 3 hours
with wine,
and and then the next thing I know, I'm taking her to medical appointments, and next thing I know, but we just clicked, and it was.
I love it.
And ever since then, then it's been just a wonderful friendship, a wonderful way of two women that have, and she's brought me through the worst times, and I best. When you talk about female friendship, once you get that person in your life, and you know that person was made for you.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah. But to know that Donnie knew that I needed that in my life.
Well, yeah, because a lot of the women, Donnie's like, ooh, it's Donnie Smith. It's Donnie Smith. And I was like, shut up. And we love Donnie. But I loved her more.
Yeah.
So can I tell you how I met her? Okay. So first I met Donnie Smith at a trade show. And it took me like an hour and a half because I used to have his posters on my wall when I was a kid, rocking the mullet, the stretched root beer Smith Brother and Fetro bike. That was, I had it. It was on my wall. And so we were at the Cincinnati trade show, and I followed him around for like an hour. And finally I got up the nerve to go over and introduce myself and say, hi, I'm Athena from Vagabond Chopper, whatever. He talked to me for a minute. He said, nice to meet you. He kissed me on the cheek. And I walked around like this all day. And then Bandit, I introduced myself. I was like, oh my God, I got up the gumption. So I introduced myself to Bandit. He kissed me on the other cheek, and Don says, you're not going to wash your face, are you? I'm like, no, never, ever, no. So then we're at Sturgis, fast forward a couple of years, and we're at Sturgis, and she's sitting in the tent with another nice young lady like herself, and they have hamster stuff on. So we're talking, and I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, my favorite hamster, oh my God, it's Donnie Smith. And I have posters of him on my wall, and I'm just going now. Throughout the couple of years, Dave Perowitz tagged me as Donnie's stalker because I always get all giddy and I can't say anything. And I just like doe-eyed, right? So then I'm talking to her, and she's like, yeah. And I'm like, so who's your hamster? And she looks at me and she goes, Donnie Smith. And I was like, oh shit. I just went off like this giddy little schoolgirl, like you said, oh, Donnie Smith. And I'm not usually starstruck. Like, okay, Donnie, Arlen, Dave, I watched them growing up. That was, a few other guys, Ed, there's just a few, but it was like, oh my God. So then she we were doing something and we were talking about Smith Brother and Fetro, and we were in Sturgis the next year. She's like, come by, I have something for you. I'm like, you do? And she goes in her room, she comes back and she's got this red Smith Brother and Fetro shirt, which I still have in my closet. I wear it like once a year. And she's like, it's got an oil stain on it or something. And I'm like, oh my God, that's fabulous. Like, that's even better. So we just kind of, same thing. We formed a fast friendship. And then I learned about her history, like, you know, back in the days of City Park, and really being a true, authentic woman who started riding back before it was fashionable, and, you know, took all the stuff that went along with it, let it roll off her back, and still kept being that strong woman with her head held up high, still being a lady, and, you know, being able to be around all that. It is just inspiring. So that's how we met. And I tell a lot of people that story. It's my favorite.
And our real meeting was in that great big, that dome in Sturgis, when
Sturgis.
you had a couch. You had a couch.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Remember the couch, and Johnny was, and this was all after hours. I had nowhere to go, and Johnny was getting his bike shot by Michael Lichter, and
yep.
You know how long that takes, because
yes.
Michael is a perfectionist. I don't mean to I don't mean to roll my eyes.
No, yeah.
You know, but as
you know how to do that.
I know how to roll my eyes, but it's like Michael is a perfectionist.
Yes.
And I'm like, oh my God, I don't even have a freaking place to sit. And then all of a sudden it's like, these guys have a couch. And all of a sudden I walk into your booth and I'm like, they're not even here. I'm going to sit on this couch. And then all of a sudden Athena shows up and she's like, who are you?
Oh, yes.
You remember that part?
I remember that. I do remember that. I was like,
that was really how
I was
you
drinking
and
a
I
little.
met.
Yes. I remember that. I do remember that.
I was a couch bitch. Yes.
Listen, we used to put those couches outside and watch the movies, like a drive-in movie on the side of the building, just for shit to do.
They were inside. Inside.
They were.
They had nowhere to sit.
Yep. That was funny. That was absolutely funny.
That day you became one of my favorite people ever.
I love you. I do. I look forward to anytime I ever get to see you, even if it's a brief moment. It makes my heart so happy. You have no idea.
When you guys came to that party in Florida,
mm-hmm.
That was the best ever. That was the best ever.
All right, now it's my turn to bring Marsha Dawn down just a couple little inches. Because we've got story.
Oh yeah,
we've got
good. I'm ready.
Okay,
she could bring this is like one of my inches. This is one of my favorites. So we were at Winter Nationals. That's the March get together. It's Donnie's birthday. It's Donnie's
bike show
and stuff, and we all stay at the St. Paul Hotel, which is it's very fancy. Yes, very fancy. Anyway, so I am with Dawn, Abbie, and we are like deciding what we're gonna do, and she's like, Nikki, I gotta eat something. So we ordered a hamburger, which is great. So we ordered the hamburger. So I ate my meal, and then all of a sudden she's like just
talking to everybody.
No, and there's wine.
Wine.
There's wine going on. Anyway, so she doesn't drink she drinks her wine. She doesn't eat. So anyway, so the next morning I call her up and I'm like, how are you doing? She's like, I'm fine. I said, did you eat your hamburger? And she's like, all right, I gotta tell you what happened. So anyway, the St. Paul Hotel is very fancy, but it doesn't have microwave ovens. But it does have safes for all your valuables.
Oh no.
So anyway, so Dawn tells me she is trying to reheat her hamburger in the microwave. And I'm like,
oh my God. What microwave?
No, she's trying to reheat her hamburger in the safe.
Oh my goodness. Oh, how funny.
I know.
Yeah,
Yes.
that was.
It got me a Beaver Award.
It did, because
Got me a Beaver
we've
Award.
the hamsters have their hamster awards. Well, Dawn and I have been trying
To get a Beaver Award.
to really incorporate the beavers into the hamsters.
But they
own rodents. We want our own rodents.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm all about a beaver. I get it. I got one.
Yes. Of course. Beavers can be.
Yeah.
They're so versatile.
Right.
They're just so darn versatile.
I know.
And resourceful.
Oh,
right.
Heck yeah.
Right. Heck yeah.
But I have you know that it never heated up.
No.
It never heated up.
There's nothing like a cold beaver.
Hey.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't. No, shockingly.
Oh,
didn't heat
my goodness.
No.
That's one of our stories that we like to tell. Marsha and
Well,
Louise,
not too much.
Not too much.
We don't like to tell that one too.
we don't like to tell too much, but
too
there's
much
some
about
things
telling.
that are just
Okay,
funny to tell.
Yeah, that one is funny to tell, but it's okay. Never mind.
No.
I so love you too. So, just a little bit, Miss Nikki. Other than doing rock and roll, what was your career? I know you're retired, but what was your career?
I just retired. I worked with kids with behavior disorders for many years. I worked special ed, and I loved it. I just loved working with these kids with so much potential and just needed understanding, and I really enjoyed it a lot. And I did that for a long time, and then I also on the side did a little rock and roll. So
She
yeah.
did.
Yeah,
She's a hardcore rock and roll singer.
Oh, she liked it.
I looked forward to it.
That's how I really got in in more with the hamsters, is that I would always sing at the events.
Yeah.
And it
Oh.
was
I would pimp her at
She-
along the road.
She was my freaking pimp, man.
I was like pimp her.
Yep.
It's like, do you want a rock and roll singer on your stage right now?
Right now?
Like no, and they would be like, well, who do you think she is? And she would walk up and like, oh, I know who she is.
Right. Oh yeah.
When I wasn't in my band, I said my favorite thing is to be a stage whore.
Right.
Okay.
You just go in, do your
Yeah.
thing, and then walk back. You're good.
Right.
Yeah. And I was her pimp.
Yeah, she was
I
my
was the
pimp.
I
She
love
always, got me up on every stage that was ever, available. Yes,
Mhm.
I love it.
but that was great. I enjoyed that, and I enjoyed
she
that with the hamsters.
And
but
she is a fabulous fucking singer. She is, oh, did I say fuck? Sorry.
she did.
You can. It's okay.
Yep.
It's an adult show. So
Okay,
there's
because I sing. My voice is somewhere between Stevie Nicks and Janis Joplin with a little, and that's kind of. I've got a really raspy. I love it.
Yeah, and she can scream the hard rock like nobody, like no guy, like
Ann
no
Wilson.
like woman.
Ann
Oh,
Wilson.
more. No, I can't sing as high as Ann Wilson, but I can scream like Drowning Pool. That's
Oh my
Oh.
god. Oh yeah, let the
There-
bodies explore. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, and that's what my kids, because I have two kids, and they were like, my mom sings Bodies.
I love it. And
Yeah, the
so at
bodies,
the smokeout last year, they had me. I was the liaison for this. I was kind of like the stage manager, like took care of the bands. And Drowning Pool was the headline band. They were so cool.
Oh yeah.
CJ, all of them. They were just so super neat and cool, good guys. And at the end, when they got on stage, they gave us a shout out. Me and Don said that was the best anybody's ever taken care of. It was really neat because we still stay in touch. So
Cool.
so Miss Nikki, you got a little bit for us? Come on. I'll put you on the spot right here. Come on.
Well, she could do my favorite song because she said she would never ever do my favorite song, which is what was my favorite song?
I'm the man with the box.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm the man with the box. That's
I
what
love
say.
That's
I'm the man with
so
the box.
funny.
I love that song. This is that was gonna be my favorite song because that was one of your questions. What's your favorite
Yes.
song? And that would be it.
She loves it when and she's
Yeah.
always like, My friend can sing.
My
Man
friend
in a
can sing that
Box."
better than you.
Yeah.
You know, but it's not helpful that I tell that to the band on
Right,
stage.
right. Yeah, they're like,
No, I
They're
say
like,
No.
that.
they're like, go
Oh,
lay by your
go,
dish.
Go lay down.
Go lay down.
No.
Go lay down.
So,
My friend can sing that better than you.
so Miss Dawn, you're retired also. I know you
Yes.
had a lengthy career, and you were like in the administrative side of like healthcare. Was that what it was?
No, I am a psychologist.
That's what she was.
I was
But
a
Oh.
psychologist.
yeah,
Yeah,
but you did do that. You know what? I've been her friend for how many years now? And when she was working for Optum, I still didn't understand what you did.
Don't tell me. Don't say where I worked.
All right.
Okay.
But anyway,
So-
I don't understand what you did.
Okay.
She did something that was so secretive that even nobody knows.
So what you're saying is you can see fucked up people coming a mile away.
Oh no. No.
Yes, she
Damn. Okay.
can.
No.
Yes, she
No,
can.
No, I can't. No, I can't. Okay. So my job.
Especially her friends. All right.
I would have no friends left.
Oh.
No. What? Okay, so my job, you know, and honestly, I was a psychologist. I was a psychologist here, and that was my job. But my job for my company was whenever there was a problem with another psychologist, I would investigate them.
And kill them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I love it. So
Not all the time.
not all the time.
All the time.
All right.
You know,
okay.
just
So-
like maybe sometimes.
Never mind.
Maybe sometimes.
So then my question for you really is being in that profession and
Yeah.
being because you're not a motorcycle enthusiast, you are a biker chick. There's no doubt about that. Like
Okay, I was. Yeah, I
Right,
am.
right,
I am.
right.
Okay. Yeah.
how hard was that to juggle? Did you have to keep that under wraps because of your profession and what people stereotypically thought of us as bikers?
Well,
No, I love that story that you tell about
which one?
about
Which
the
one?
story about how your coworkers thought that you could organize a party because you're a biker chick.
yeah. I could organize parties and whatnot, and it's like, you know nothing about me, and then my company wanted me to do ride your bike in, and it's December. We're in Minnesota.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Ride your bike in, we're going to do this thing, with we have all kinds of people working here, and I'm like, fuck you. Really, fuck you. Fuck everything. Fuck everybody. I'm like so done with trying to, it's like, why are you trying to promote me now? Because you didn't care about me way back when.
Right.
You never cared about me way back when. So
When
you
it
don't-
became
you don't
fashionable,
get me-
right.
you don't get me now. You don't
Yeah.
get me now.
But
Right.
but I have to say, after getting to know her, and her persona as a biker person is so easy, and it's just so
Yeah.
organic. I mean, it's not something that
Yes.
she wears like a
No,
like,
I don't wear it.
no,
I
you don't wear it like it's
No,
it's
she's
something. It's just part of who
Yeah,
she
it's just like,
is.
it's genuine. It's genuine and
so-
authentic. Because back then, when we started riding, though, it wasn't fashionable. Every judge, doctor, and lawyer wasn't riding.
No,
No,
And
but
the-
I still rode my motorcycle to my job every day.
Right.
Way back in the early 80s, I rode my motorcycle to my job.
I love
But
it.
because it was cheaper in gas.
Right? Yes.
Cheaper in gas.
but what I'm
That is-
saying is that she's never taken her persona as a motorcycle woman as something special. It just is so organic as to who she
Right.
is. She just
Exactly.
is a biker chick. She just is, and it's something that she's always done. It's part of her humanness. It's just and that's what I was surprised when I first started getting to know her, because you know, I didn't know any women who rode bikes at the time.
Right.
Except for one of my good friends was starting to ride a bike at the time. But she approached it as, oh, this is just something I do. This is just something I do. It's not
Right.
anything that I need to, no genuflecting needed.
Right. Right.
That's what she did, and it was amazing, and that's part of why I have just completely worshipped her, because
honey.
I just
get
think
it.
she is so genuine, but she is really, really a genuine human. She really is. And she's
know
all
that.
about bringing up women. And,
Mm-hmm.
we've, grown together in that too, about, and for me, in music, it's important that that I call out my women, singers and
Right.
musicians. It's important that we
Mm-hmm.
bring one another
we
up.
call them out and we bring
Yeah.
them up, and
Yep.
and with Nikki and her musician women, the musician women bring them up on stage. They call them out, and they were like so far ahead of me as a biker chick,
Right.
that I was so envious of how the singers were and the music business was.
Right.
And I don't want to be behind.
Right.
And we're like behind. We're behind.
You're
But
so
I think
awesome.
it's getting better. I think it's getting better. Don't you, Athena? Don't you think that women
Yes.
are starting to, I mean, like our friend Leah. What's Leah's last name?
Whaley?
Yes. Oh my gosh, she is one of the coolest women I've ever met.
Yeah.
And
Yes, she is.
done
She
so
is.
much. She has done so much to bring female writing to the forefront. I mean, she's
Well,
just
you have,
amazing.
Athena.
Yeah.
You have.
Oh,
Absolutely.
thank you. I mean, that's something too, that it's growing up, everybody put the title biker chick, but never got to stop and see that I'm also a professional, and I'm also a mom, and I'm also right. They don't
Absolutely.
see that. So now it's nice because women are coming out of the fray. They're coming out in their 20s, and they're coming out in their 60s, and no matter what. I mean, even like Jenny Bass, she's a Sons of Speed racer.
You know what? Yeah, absolutely.
Jenny started riding like 5 or 6 years ago. She got a late start, but she's amazing. And she just, so for me, I see it getting so much better, because they used to steal my parts off my bike. The neighborhood guys would always try to do shit.
Right.
And one guy tried to steal something major, and they all beat him up because they were allowed to pick on me, but he was an outsider. So, whole different gamut. But that was the 80s, it was like, are you going to, if I take your spark plug wires, are you going to cry and go home? It's like, no, I'm going to go steal them off of somebody else's bike, when you rat bastards, and put them on mine, go home.
You're going to be fucked big time later, buddy boy.
Good for you.
Right.
Good for you.
It's awesome.
No, and I mean, when Dawn asked me to do this tonight as Marsha and Louise and stuff, and I was just like, this is such a major step forward for you to be, doing this and bringing folks on here that are, promoting women, which I think is beautiful. Just beautiful.
I love to promote everybody, but I love the stories, because you can ask everybody the same questions, but everybody's got a different answer. So it gives perspective. And then too, when I have guys on here as well, other women who watch can see, there's challenges that they had too. And if they answer the questions honestly, and you take the gender out of it, they realize that, and even some men, they realize when they see the women, they're like, wow, maybe I judged incorrectly because she was a woman, so there's some perspective there too, because we all do need to treat each other equally and kind. Because like I tell everybody, doesn't matter man or woman, motorcycles aren't gender specific. And so to have that, I want to get to a point where they don't look at me and go, well, she's a female builder. Just, she's a builder.
She's a builder. Yes.
I know.
Yeah.
And she's a rider. She's not a female rider. She's a rider.
Right.
And she's been there more than you.
Right.
And we're doing it too. And there's a lot of young ladies too that I'm fortunate. They look up to myself. They look up to you. I mean, it's something that, like Gloria, you touch somebody's life just by a small conversation. You inspire them to be their best version of themselves, no matter what it is. That's why I do this show, because I want everyone just to be the best version of themselves. you know,
so
happy.
I want to tell you something else about what we need to do right now.
Okay.
And because I've been doing this for a long time,
Mhm.
I think we need to support the women that are coming up.
Yes.
I think we need to step aside. I think that we are, it's like, it's not our turn anymore.
No,
It's
you're
not
right.
our turn. We don't have to be, and, Nikki knows. I mean, I know it's like, we're not the hot chicks anymore.
No, I mean,
not
you are.
that much, but it's like, that is not our thing anymore. Our thing is, we need to support the women coming up.
Exactly. And our friend Mary Campbell said this, and then I think this resonated with a lot.
Yeah.
When she said, she goes, there's so much pressure on women our age, to try to be. You have to still be hot. You still have to do this. And it's like, you know what? It's not our turn anymore.
It's not our turn.
We get to be. It gets
in the way.
It
gets in the way of our supporting the new ones coming up.
Right.
And I think we need to go full force into the new girls.
Right.
Coming up.
We need to be able to age and be okay.
Yes.
Aging.
Right. Yeah. Be okay inside your own skin, and just be okay, and know that
people out there is like, oh, you don't look like you did 20 years ago.
Well, of course we freaking don't.
Of course we don't.
Right. No shit.
We're not gonna. We don't need to. We don't want to.
No.
We want to support the new girls. We have
right, and we also want to show them as an example that you don't have to be fickle. It's okay to age and age gracefully, and be proud of who you are and how you got there, because there's a lot of stories throughout the years that if they actually sat down and listened to, they'd be like, wow, holy shit, you really did it, because you're pioneering in a place where, and so like you said
and
too,
she's such a pioneer. I mean,
oh yeah, most definitely.
Smell my finger.
Are you guys picking each other's nose now? I love it. They say, so wait a second. There's like this saying. It says you can pick your friends and you can pick your nose, but you can't pick your friend's nose. That doesn't apply to you two.
Because I can pick your fucking nose. I can too.
I know.
So, are you guys going to Sturgis?
I am.
Dawn, you going to? You are.
I am not.
Okay.
I am a very happy, person up here on Minnesota's Iron Range, which is in the Arrowhead of Minnesota, and this is where I grew up. And
she'll come and get me if I want to go home.
Yeah, I told her.
Okay.
There, if you want to go home, but yeah. So I'm back. I grew up in this area, and I lost my parents a few years ago, and they left me their house, and so I'm a ranger again. I'm back here, and
it's a beautiful lake.
And she comes to visit me once a month. She comes so we have maintained our Marsha and Louise's-ness.
Yes. I love it. And I understand that. I lost both my parents, so I get it. But that's cool because you have all the memories around you. That's an amazing thing.
Absolutely. So, and I promised them that I was going to bring joy back to this house, and I have.
Yes.
Good.
That's why I have her come once a month, because we bring joy. Marsha and Louise you never know what they're going to say.
You never know.
You never know.
That's true.
So you have a question about things that people never knew about us.
Oh, we're going to get to some questions. Are you ready? Because we're going to go through the questions.
Ready for that. We're ready.
Okay. All right. So we're going to do the fun ones first, and they can just be like, basic answers. But dogs or cats?
Dogs.
Love it. In unison.
They're all right here. They're watching us right now.
I love it. Okay. Apples or orange?
Same dogs.
Right.
Oh, look.
I know.
Oh, my goodness.
I know. Spawn is saying.
I love it.
Yes.
That's it. Well, hey, you got to have one of those in the house. Apples or oranges?
Oranges.
Apples.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
We've never asked them. What the fuck? I don't know.
Okay.
The
Hotel or camping?
No,
which one?
My bike. My bike is orange.
Yeah.
Hotel or camping?
Camping.
Hotels. What?
I'm sending her out in the yard right now. She's gonna learn how to camp. She's gonna learn how to camp.
She knows how to camp. I've seen pictures. City Park.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
City Park. Right.
Camped at the park.
I camped at City
Yes.
Park.
Yep, she did.
Yes. Okay. Slow or fast?
Well,
We have to like figure.
fast a little.
Well, fast at first and then
Fast a
slow.
little.
No, slow and then fast and then slow and then fast. There we go.
Okay.
Perfect. I love that.
Okay.
All right. So breaking or making?
Making. We both are makers.
Okay, we're makers.
Okay.
Yeah,
Depends
we're
on-
makers.
Depends on what you're breaking.
I'll break your face.
Well, that wasn't.
There's always room for breaking balls if there's enough
Okay,
guys
breaking
around.
balls.
Breaking balls.
Yes, we'll
Right,
break
right,
balls. Yeah.
right.
But
Okay.
we like to make.
But
She
make
likes to make
things.
art. I like to make.
Oh,
My
I
own
love it.
charts. You know, I am not.
She's an artist too.
I'm an artist, but my chart. I do Sharpie art, which I call sharding.
Oh, I like
art.
it. That's
Yeah,
funny.
I'll send you some of my chart. One of my favorite charts is.
Yeah.
One of my favorite charts is when Dawn and I got together one day and we made penis art. Penis art.
Can we have everybody guess which one?
Which
one of us
penises?
did?
But then mine was a bunch of penises, and I wrote in there, if you like penis collages.
Oh shit. Oh my god.
I share that sometimes.
And I had just regular penis art.
But yours was
I like it.
Mine
Yeah,
was more.
mine was penis.
Mine was more realistic.
Mine was penis collages.
I'm not touching that. I'm moving on to the next question.
Okay.
Sunshine or moonshine?
Moonshine.
Sunshine. Have you ever had moonshine?
No.
Oh my god.
No, I'm just talking
Okay,
about
no,
when we
no,
wake up. I don't wake up until 3 no.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you about moonshine here. Moonshine in Sturgis. I had moonshine in Sturgis. I slept for 3 fucking days because guys gave me moonshine.
Moonshine?
Real fucking moonshine.
Real moonshine. White lightning. Right.
No. I am never doing moonshine again.
Yeah,
Ever.
I shall acquiesce to this.
Oh my gosh. That's so funny.
Okay.
All right. So what is your favorite song?
Man in the Box.
We got that. All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
My favorite song, which I like Baker Street by Jerry Rafferty.
Oh God.
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
Please.
Shut up. That's
Don't
going to be at my
She
funeral.
is embarrassing me. She's
No.
embarrassing me with that.
You know what?
Fuck.
See, every time we come over, we cannot listen to
Oh
music.
my God.
Because I like oldies. I like oldies.
Oh my God.
And I like K-Tel
Oh,
oldies.
oh,
Because I have
oh.
a
Okay.
K-Tel collection.
Really?
I have a K-Tel
Really?
collection, yes. But anyway.
We were on a show here, and you're gonna like spread the word that
But
you like fucking that?
think that that you are of the generation that likes the music you like.
Well, I know
Faker.
that
She's
I'm
a
not-
faker.
I know that I'm not. I know that I'm not. But I love it when you sing it. I love
How
it when
awesome.
you sing it.
All right, we got it.
You guys are
We
so
got
awesome.
this. Okay,
All right.
next.
What is your favorite road food when you're on the road? What's your favorite food?
I don't like
Chips.
road food.
Oh, shut up. We just went to International Falls to see some of our Canadian friends, and we bought
Chips.
lime
Chips.
tortilla chips on the way
Yeah,
back.
we
That's
did.
our favorite road food.
You know, and like 100 boxes of wine, and
That's all
yeah,
right.
we
That's
bought
right.
like really a lot. Of
And
stuff.
and of course we met our Canadian friends, which we were making fun
We
of
were
them.
making fun of their accent. Oh, my God, we get home, we're like, oh, did you hear how many times it said eh?
They said
eh.
eh.
They said eh. eh.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah, we're like,
Oh,
that's
love it.
freaking funny. You know,
All right.
because we have accents too.
We do.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
We're
Midwest.
overwhelming.
Okay. So if you were a superhero, who would you be?
I'd be Donnie Smith.
Oh, you suck up.
Okay.
She's such a suck. I'd want to be someone that could cure menopause.
Okay.
I'd be menopausal stop a
That's
lady.
That's a superhero, but the menopause just means you need a pause from men, right?
Well, and I've learned that. I am really good at that right now.
That's what I've heard. I've heard it's a pause from men.
I still want Donnie Smith.
No, menopause.
Oh,
Pause
from that.
Okay.
Pause.
Okay, go on to the next.
Thanks, Athena.
Yeah.
Thanks.
It's not for
Helping with the
everybody, but
pause.
no problem. Okay. If you were a cocktail, a mixed drink, what would you be?
You said cocktail.
I did. I said cocktail. It started with the word cock. Yes, it did. Most definitely.
That's what I mean.
So how large is that cocktail? How many ounces would that be? How many ounces?
You know, ask any man, everything's 9 ounces, right?
Right.
Or 6 inches. I remember
I
that.
thought it was 9 inches.
Hardly
6 inches. I don't know.
Oh my gosh, that's one thing that I would never forget when we were doing a Marsha and Louise once, and we were talking about social distancing and how far social distancing was. And we were sitting really close to each other, and Marsha said, she goes, we're really 6 feet apart in man inches.
Man inches. Yeah.
Oh my
Yes,
gosh.
and measurements.
Yes.
All right. We're going to get into some serious questions now.
Okay.
Let's have the real deal, right? Okay.
Really?
So,
Okay.
how did you get into motorcycles?
How did I get into motorcycles? Honestly,
Yes, ma'am.
Because I loved motorcycles and I just couldn't I just couldn't tolerate all the boys that you'd have to ride behind. And it's like, I have to ride behind them. I'm not going to ride behind them. So I'm going to have to ride my own. That was it. That was the honest to God truth.
You liked motorcycles though, but I mean,
I loved motorcycles. And it's like,
and your dad was a sheriff.
Well, that was like our other part of the show.
Yeah.
Okay. So I just, honest to God, I couldn't imagine riding behind anybody.
So you got
I've always been scared of motorcycles. I've been afraid. And so now that I have had this experience of being a passenger, I think if I ever were to change things, I would get my own bike so I could be in control. I think that's a scary thing when you're not in control.
Control, but that was me when I was 18.
Right.
Or 17.
And that was long before that was even really considered okay, because most women rode on the back.
Not okay. That was
No.
so
Right.
not okay.
It was
Not okay.
to ride bikes. No.
No.
She was absolutely a rebel. She was a rebel.
Oh yeah, most
No,
definitely.
Like so not okay back then at all.
So then, Miss Nikki, so you got into motorcycles. You two met through motorcycles.
Yes, we did. But I wasn't in the motorcycle community. It was my partner at the time that
Okay.
I was able to do that, and I don't regret that. The relationship,
Right.
I regret. I don't regret the motorcycle part of it. No, I love.
It's always everything's a lesson.
Yes, there's always
Everything's just a lesson. Yeah, that's it.
Bless.
Okay, so if I could ask you, both of you, who is your childhood hero?
Well, everybody says our dad, which is like really true. Is like, yeah, my dad, was my hero.
Okay.
And I think for me, it's my mom. My mom.
Yeah.
She just she fought. She got into politics early, and she got me. So yeah, and that's how she met her husband later after my dad. I lost my dad to cancer when he was very young. But yeah, I mean, she taught me so many things about how to be a woman, and yeah, I'll cherish that forever.
I love it. That's awesome. Okay, so who is your motorcycle hero?
Donnie Smith. I know.
Yes.
Ghost Rider.
Ghost Rider.
Ah, nice. Some Nicolas Cage.
Ghost Rider is because my son. No, my son he loved Ghost Rider.
Ghost Riders?
And I dressed him up
I
like
the
Ghost
song.
Rider.
I like the song.
No, Ghost Rider was
I love the song.
I remember my 11-year-old son dressed up like Ghost Rider, and I sprayed his hair.
All right.
Oh, nice.
I sprayed his hair like it was on fire. Yeah.
Bring it
I like it. That's
All right.
awesome.
But I've
All
got
right.
a lot of I shouldn't say that. I've got a lot of really good friends who are motorcycle riders that I love.
We're bringing it back.
Okay. She's bringing me
All right.
back. She's reeling me in.
So I guess this can go for both of you, but I guess this will be the rider side and then the passenger side. What has been your biggest challenge in motorcycling?
Trust.
Okay.
For me, it was trust.
My biggest challenge right now is my age, and because I don't have the strength that I have in my hands for the grip anymore. I don't have the what I had in my back. You know, it's like, well, okay, so I took on like, you know, half-ass rigid frames, you know, and like when I'm on stage, I can't ride a rigid anymore.
Right.
Oh, and now I have this new motorcycle that I have a new lowrider, and it is so really great because I finally have a speedometer for the first time.
Me too. I just got one of those.
I know. Isn't that thrilling? Because you drive through these towns and these cops are watching you. It's like you have no freaking clue how fast you're going.
Right.
But I also have a gas gauge, which I never had before. Gas gauges are great.
Right.
You know, and I never had that before. But, you know, when you have a new Harley, like I have a new Harley, I don't know what they do. You know, and so people are like, oh, you've been riding forever. And I'm like, I never fucking clue what they do. I don't. I have no clue what they do. And I'm like, no.
You're learning Grasshopper.
I know, I'm learning Grasshopper. Okay, so
the new ones.
I don't know about you, Athena, but my first Charlie, I used to have to kick.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I kicked
Kickstart.
Kickstart. Kicked them.
My shovelhead has electric start and kickstart.
Oh, I know. I have electric start, speedometer, and a gas gauge. I mean, does life get better than that, really?
I love it. I love it.
Life doesn't get better than that.
No, absolutely.
So this is my first, you know, this year going into Sturgis. I have a speedometer, an odometer, and a gas gauge, and I can turn it on.
She's all metered up.
I know.
I love it.
But the problem is, I don't sit on the ground.
Oh.
It's just sitting
not low enough.
The ground.
Yeah.
It's not low. I sit with my, that's the hardest part for me. I don't sit there anymore. And that is really hard. It's harder when you get older. It's really freaking harder when you go older, especially, you know, with you don't have the strength for it.
Right. Yeah, and we all age, you know. But listen, I volunteer. We'll get a motorcycle with a sidecar when you can't ride anymore. I'll just come up there. I'll live up there, and I'll just tote you around in the sidecar.
I would love that.
I'm good. I'm down with that.
That's what I want to do. I want to find, you know, because like I said, I talked about trust, about being, when you're a passenger,
right.
It's all about trust. It's all about being, because if you don't trust the person that it's a scary thing.
I know.
But so that's just where I would be I'm either going to learn how to ride myself. Maybe I do that. Let's do that.
Okay.
Let's get a bike. Let's get Nikki a bike for the summer.
Nikki gets a bike.
Okay, take it. If you want a rider training course, I have a Harley Davidson card. I'll send it to you. You go take the course. Right. Yeah, for sure.
Maybe I'll do that someday. That's
so,
like
who do we have like on here? Do we have Kelly?
Okay, what do we
got? We have Laura, we have Miss Holly, Laura Clock, Miss Holly, Dennis Stauber,
we have
Larry Benning, Jenna Hoole. I imagine Nikki, you're related.
niece. That's my niece. Oh, bless her.
Cool,
heart.
man. Terry Wolf Conrad. We have Ellie Rains,
I love
Larry
her too.
Benning,
I love all these women.
This is great.
Lisa
I love
Boots.
women.
I love it. Terry, yeah, we got quite a few for sure.
But Athena, thank you for having us. We just had a great time.
Yeah, that's
great.
good.
Well, we're not done with the questions yet. You don't get off that easy. Nice try. Have another glass of wine.
Have another question.
Okay.
What's the
Yes, I have more questions. Okay.
Alright.
So, we can skip. I mean, I absolutely know that I want to ask you, what's the most fun you've ever had on a motorcycle? Tell.
Okay,
Come on.
Abbie, Dawn has to answer that one because, yeah.
Okay, we'll let her have that as an exclusive.
Okay, so it probably answers.
Did you ever have sex on a motorcycle?
Shut up.
No, I'm
Yes.
No, I've never.
Of course. She's my hero. Of course she has.
Because
I know she has.
No, you have to fess up. Have you?
Yeah.
Oh, she has.
Yes.
All right.
Me too. Yes.
Okay, tell us.
No,
Tell us.
I'm not telling you
Wait,
anything.
no. Just the situation. Where was it?
I'm
Where
not.
was it?
No. Go back to what's the most fun you've ever not that one. What's the second most fun you've ever had on a motorcycle?
The most fun? Okay, let's switch to the
You're
most
having
fun.
sex on a
Shut
motorcycle.
No, I'm gonna tell you, the most fun I've ever had on a motorcycle. No, it's not going to be about that.
Right.
Shut up. Louise! Louise, stop it. Stop it. Okay.
Well, what else? What else you got?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Nothing. No other fun is going to come close to that. Nothing.
Okay, you're kind of right.
See, I told you I was right. I told you.
I love it. Oh my God.
In my head, making something up now.
No, just tell the truth. The truth will set you free.
I'll tell you what. We'll just say, we'll just say sex on a motorcycle. We'll go to the next question. That works. I'm good with that. Okay.
Okay.
She named a drink after it.
Let's just say
sex on a motorcycle.
Let's just say next question.
All right.
Next question. So, what is your craziest roadside breakdown story?
Oh, I've got like a really good one.
Yeah.
I've got a really good one, but it's like it's not even it's like, imagine somebody having like this recurring dream of, because this is Donnie's dream of, and it's this reoccurring dream that Donnie had of he's riding with like this group of friends, and he suddenly has to break down or end, or the rainstorm or whatever's coming, and he is in this county that doesn't have that they don't have liquor in this county.
They're a dry county.
It's a dry county.
Oh shit.
And it's a dry county, and we were actually, this had really happened in North Carolina. We were riding and then rains came and whatever, and then we didn't really break down. It was
You had to stop.
Too much rain. It was like horrendous rain, and we had to stop. And it's like,
and it was a dry county.
It was a dry county, and there was like no bars. We're like, no bars there. And I looked at Donnie and I said, Johnny, honey, this is your recurring nightmare. He didn't want anybody to know that this was his recurring nightmare, but it was like, he'll wake up in the middle of the night going, ah!
I broke down in a dry county.
Oh my God, that's too funny. That is so funny.
But it happened to us. It happened to us in North Carolina.
Kind of manifested it. The dreams made it happen. You dream about it enough times, that shit'll happen.
Yes, that's the scariest.
That's the scariest fucking thing I've ever experienced. Ever. Really.
Okay, so
Donnie's crying on the side of the road. Oh my God, did I say that out loud? You did. Oh my God. Yes.
Okay.
All right.
So
Next.
okay. If you could go back and tell your 25-year-old self something, what would that be?
Oh, this is okay. So this is really serious.
You know, I'm gonna say, your best friends and your best life are ahead of you. That's mine. Because
Awesome.
if I would have known I would have had a friend like this. I mean, I did have really good friends. I've always had really good friends, but you know, you never need to feel like your life is over or anything. Although I would say stay away from men.
No, we don't have to stay away from men.
I should have. I should
love
have
my
stayed away
man.
from.
I love my man.
Well, good, yeah, but at 25 you didn't.
I didn't love him.
I know, that's what I mean.
Just
Managos.
some random
Yeah,
tool
many
somewhere,
managos.
right?
Too many managos. You know, that's what we said.
Too many managos, right?
Marsha and Louise coined the term managos. This is where we have to decide, you know, what happens in our life based on the man we're with. So that was like 3 managos.
Right. Johnny
Okay.
3 managos.
But he, yeah.
That's so funny.
Okay.
I love Donnie.
Okay.
Love Donnie.
Yes.
Yes.
So
what was your question? I forgot your question.
What would you tell your if you could go back and tell your 25-year-old self something, what would it be?
My 25-year-old self would be embrace the women in your life.
Mm-hmm.
Do not compete with the women in your life ever. Never compete with the women in your life because they will be your forevers. They are your forevers, and support them with all your worth.
Yeah.
Because women are not conditioned to do that. We're not conditioned to do that at all.
Right.
And just do that.
Yeah.
You
exactly
love these ladies.
That's what
love your ladies.
I would say yes. That's exactly what we're saying is that you know, embrace the women in your life and and move forward.
And don't compete because I will want to say that we are what you're squeezing me.
I know I'm squeezing you.
Okay,
Wrap it up.
Wrap it up. Are
lady.
we wrapping up?
No, we're gonna
No.
wrap it
We
up.
got another question or two, but you go ahead.
One more
go ahead.
question. Ask that. Or ask me this one.
You asked and answered. Very good.
So, if money didn't matter and you could take a trip on motorcycles anywhere, where would you go and who would you take with you?
I would take Donnie with me, and all I would do is
Where would you go?
I would just go up Highway 35 on Wisconsin side of the Mississippi River because that's like the best scenery I've ever seen ever, and it's the best fun I've ever had.
That's nice.
I love that.
I would love to have my motorcycle friends come up and do a trip from where I am through Ely on Highway 1 to the North Shore. It's a beautiful trip. And I love the North Shore of Lake Superior. I think that's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice. Okay. Tell us something about yourself that other people might not know.
I'll tell you about me.
And I'm going to tell you if she's telling the truth.
Well, okay, so I'm the daughter of a county sheriff in the Minneapolis-St. Paul area.
Mm-hmm.
The elected official. I am the daughter of the guy.
Yep.
And now Nikki's gonna tell you who she is.
No, yes. And I am the daughter of the senator from up here. And yes, so we are both daughters of politicians.
Yes.
And it's our job now to bring forth wonderfulness that we learned from being the daughters of politicians. There we go.
I love it. I love it. Okay. So this show is home of the 5 good things. I always ask our guests to give us their 5 good things. So if you'll tell us what's your 5 good things in your life
I've got 100. Okay. Donnie Smith bike show. Sushi, my bestie girl here. I love her. women friends, and everybody should count women friends. And I think I've overdone. Do you
Yeah,
have
I think
more?
you did
That
your
was
5.
5.
Okay.
You did 5.
Okay.
Okay.
I would
And
say
Miss Nikki, squeeze in there a little so we can see
I'm,
your beautiful
I'm
face. There you go.
squeezing. I would say family. It's important. Family is very important, and because I have a tiny little 5-year-old grandson that I'm just really happy about. I
Me
would
too.
say family, friends, integrity. You know, things that we need to do to keep ourselves, real. And puns and rocks.
Nice.
I like
Rocks.
puns and I like rocks.
I love rocks.
I love rocks too.
We love rocks.
We do.
I like rocks. I
Really?
collect rocks with my grandson.
Oh my God, you
He
do
just
too?
turned
We
6.
love
Oh my
rocks.
God,
Oh,
we
yeah.
love rocks too.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God,
That's
we love
it.
rocks.
Well, the two of you, I can just tell you, I haven't laughed so much in so long, and I had such a good time. And I am so honored that the two of you would come and be here on the show with me. I want everybody to go ahead at Facebook and follow Marsha and Louise because I always have a good time with you guys. I love watching you dress up and all the puns that you have on things and the playful little interjections. I think it's a good time. So, and again, I'm just honored. I'm honored to have you both in my life. Miss Dawn, you know, I am honored to have you as someone
I
I
love
look
you,
up to and
honey.
love
I love
so
you.
much.
I
And
love you.
have fun in Sturgis, and then make sure you give
I will
Donnie a
see
big
you
ol'
at
hug and a kiss. I'm
Yeah.
not
See
gonna
you.
be
See you.
there. I wish I would be there, but not this year.
Oh, you're
So
not
Not
going
this-
next
not
year?
going this year.
Okay.
nah, it didn't work out. But I will see
Well,
you soon.
thank you for having
Thank
us,
you.
Athena. This
Thank
is
you.
great. We
Yeah.
had a great time.
Nice.
You can
Awesome.
have
And
it
someday
again.
I'll have you guys
Yeah.
back again. And sometime,
Yeah.
Miss Nikki, we'll have a party and I get to hear you sing. I want to hear you sing.
Yes. Oh my gosh,
Yes.
she's the best. She's the best.
I'll do it.
Absolutely.
Fabulous.
All right.
All
All
right.
right.
Have fun.
Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of your time. All right.
You too.
Love you.
Yeah.
All right.
Bye.
We're gonna do it now.
How freaking awesome is that? How lucky am I? I'm just the luckiest girl in the world. You guys know it. All of you are so fabulous. I can't thank you all enough for being here and watching. So we're just going to go ahead and we're going to finish up the show. You guys know that I like to do that, give you my afterthought. Okay, so here we go. Afterthought. Athena's afterthought. Kindness. Okay, it's a noun. The quality of being friendly, generous, and considerate. A kind act. Okay, live it, be it. Do not let anyone deter you. Can I just say, and I mean, of course I can say because it's my show, I can say whatever the hell I want to say. But if you ever have to look at it, consideration is the truest form of love. So kindness is part of being considerate. So again, it's hard sometimes for people to hear their tone and inflection or for people to understand what someone else is going through or understand them. But if you can have some kindness and some empathy and understand that it's not always about you, sometimes it's just what others are going through and it's reflected back toward you, but not intentionally. So be kind, love one another, just do everything you can to make somebody smile. That's the important part. And that's it. That's our word for the day. Okay. And then, of course, we have the 5 good things. Okay. Be kind to yourself and others. It matters. Share a smile with a stranger. Help someone who needs it, even if you need help yourself. Find joy in one small thing every day. That's so super important. And remember to spread your sunshine even on rainy days. Okay, and we had some great birthdays this week too. I just want to make sure I go ahead and shout out to everybody. Miss Ellie Rains, it was her birthday. Miss Cheryl Miziak, which is Gloria's granddaughter, her birthday. We had a bunch of birthdays. To everybody out there who had a birthday this week, happy birthday. I hope your day was as magnificent as you are. All right, you guys, I'm going to see you guys next week. Next week, we have Miss Ashley from Shiny Side Painting. Another fabulous show, and I'm so lucky. And then we have some great guests coming up after that. So thanks so much for always being here, being kind, loving me, and participating. And I love you all very much. And I hope you have a great chopper week.